Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program, brought to you today on this Wednesday, March 11th, 2015, by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
An explosion at the Minsa plant, located just off of U.S. Highway 84 at the east edge of Muleshoe, happened Wednesday morning and sent 2 people to University Medical Center in Lubbock by AeroCare ambulance in critical condition. 1 was less seriously injured. There were no fatalities. The accident occurred when there was an explosion in a water tank, but there was no fire at the Minsa plant. However, the building on the outside was not damaged. OSHA had cited in recent days, on January 22nd of this year, the Minsa Corporation for 33 serious violations, including exposing workers to electric shock, with a proposed penalty totaling $151,200. The Minsa Corporation is a local corn and flour mill here. Wesley Hawkins, 90, of Muleshoe, a longtime resident of this community, died Tuesday afternoon here. Regina Clarkson was his daughter, and the funeral services for Wesley Hawkins will be held Friday morning at 11 in the Muleshoe Church of Christ. Please remember in your prayers Wesley Hawkins' wife and all of his family in your prayers. Repeating, Wesley Hawkins, 90, of Muleshoe, died Tuesday afternoon. Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe is in charge of the funeral arrangements, which are Friday morning at 11 in the Muleshoe Church of Christ. Ricky Don Hunter, 57 years of age, the son of Joyce Hunter of Muleshoe, died Sunday morning at 10:40 New Mexico time in the Clovis Health Care and Rehab, where he'd lived the last 7 years. His body was cremated under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe, and a private family graveside service will be conducted later. He was born November 27, 1957, in Abilene, to Joyce Dean Hunt Hunter and Billy Don Hunter. Rick served in our United States Army National Guard. He was a member of the Baptist Church in San Antonio, and when he lived there, he volunteered regularly at 2 different hospitals where he read to the children so their parents could leave their children's room and eat or take a break. He loved all of the certified nurses, aides, and nurses and residents at the Clovis Health and Rehab where he lived. They all would laugh when he sang with Geraldine, and everyone would all sing along with them. He was a good Christian man, his mother tells us. He always bowed his head and gave thanks before his meals. The last thing he said to his mother, Joyce Hunter of Muleshoe, was Saturday afternoon before he died the next morning, and he said, "I love you, Mom." He loved reading and writing poetry. Rick was preceded in death by his father, Billy Don Hunter. Survivors include his mother, Joyce Hunter of Muleshoe, his great-aunt, Doris Scott, and her husband, R.L. of Muleshoe, his uncle, Cloyce Hunt of Hamilton, Montana, his cousins, Darrell Hunt of Hamilton, Montana, and Darla Holman of Washington State, his aunt, Glenda Botts of Snyder, and many friends at the Clovis Health Care and Rehab. You can go online to send sympathy messages to the family of Rick Hunter at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. And please remember all of Rick Hunter's family in your prayers, especially his mother here in Muleshoe, Joyce Hunter. And repeating, Rick Hunter, 57, died Sunday morning at 10:40 New Mexico time in the Clovis Healthcare Rehab, where he had lived the last 7 years. Previous to that, he lived here in Muleshoe at the Parkview Nursing Care Center for 2 years, from 2002 until 2004. Then he moved to Brownfield, and then 7 years ago to Clovis. There will be a private family graveside service here in Muleshoe at a later date. Nathan Blackwood of Lubbock, the son of Mr. and Ms. Rodney Blackwood of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, has 500 career victories on the basketball court. He is the coach for the Lubbock Christian University, and congratulations to you, Nathan Blackwood, who has a lot of roots from Muleshoe. Lubbock Christian University competes in the Heartland Conference, and in a double header they swept over Newman University at Hayes Field with a 14-3 and an 8-1 victory to give the Chaparrals of LCU in Lubbock and their head coach, Nathan Blackwood, 500 career victories. And his mother is the former Sandra Scott of Muleshoe, and his grandparents were the late Mr. and Ms. Paul Scott of Muleshoe, and he has a grandmother, Cosette Blackwood of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, and both Rodney and Sandra Blackwood are Muleshoe High School graduates. He also had a grandfather, the late Robert Blackwood, who was in the insurance business here in Muleshoe. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Stay tuned, please.
This edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. Transfer funds easily between accounts, make loan payments, view current and previous statement activity, pay bills online with Bill Pay, banking anytime with 24/7 access. Call or come by today, 202 South 1st Street here in Muleshoe, or 806-272-4515. The First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online now at www.fbmuleshoe.com. The First Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Chips are delicious. Have you been wasting time looking for a good meal? Well, go to Leal's Mexican Restaurant in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard and try the Irma's Special. If you are under 12, try the grilled cheese. You know Leal's in Muleshoe is the original Leal's Mexican restaurant. I highly recommend it. 5 generations of our family have eaten at Leal's. What did you say, Isla? Chips are delicious.
Right now at K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard here in Muleshoe, they're having Name the Robot contest. They have a brand new Prada Max machine in their store that helps label and package your prescriptions. It dispenses the right drug to the right vial and to the right patient every time, and they're having a contest now where you can win $100 in cash. Go in and make as many entries as you want to. You can submit them at 1411 West American Boulevard. They'll draw one and name their new Prada Max machine after your name. Name the Robot contest now at K&K Pharmacy. It's going on now through March the 20th, so go by 1411 West American Boulevard and name the Robot, their new Prada Max machine, at K&K Pharmacy, and make sure and let them show you how it works. It's a very neat machine. We also have a video of it. You can find it on our Facebook, Twitter, as well. We'll have it rotating here on Reach Broadband Channel 6. The new Prada Max machine now at K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard. Submit your name for the Prada Max machine, and if they draw it, on March the 20th, you'll get $100 in cash.
Barry Cowart announces that everyone is invited to a Concerned Citizens of Bailey County meeting Monday evening at 6 o'clock at the meeting room of the Bailey County Civic Center. This is concerning the alcohol vote, and everyone who is interested is certainly welcome. That's Monday at 6 at the Bailey County Civic Center in the meeting room. Concerned citizens will meet of Bailey County, Barry Cowart says. The high in Muleshoe was 68 degrees and a pleasant spring type temperature on Tuesday. The low 28, a winter cold, and 32 degrees when we signed on the air at 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning. And now 5 area telephone West Plains Telecommunications brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire area. Mark Washington and everyone at 5 area telephone West Plains Telecommunications are so proud of our art, band, choir, and drama students who performed this week in Fine Arts Night to Shine. And they also want to say good luck to each one of them as they go on to University Interscholastic League competition. We salute the parents and the Fine Arts boosters for the annual Fine Arts Night to shine with the students of Muleshoe Independent School District in the Fine Arts Department. And also we thank their teachers. This is a message of pride from 5 area telephone West Plains Telecommunications.
Looking at our forecast this afternoon for Wednesday in the Muleshoe area, sunny with a high near 70 degrees, west-southwest winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming east-southeast later this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 34, southeast winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Then sunny on Thursday, high near 71. So a couple beautiful days here for the Muleshoe area. Partly cloudy Thursday night, low only at 40 degrees. On Friday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. In the morning, mainly after 8 a.m., partly sunny with a high near 68 degrees. Then Friday night, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 38. Saturday, again, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 a.m., so those will possibly be early Saturday morning. Then mostly sunny, high near 63 degrees. Mostly clear Saturday night, low around 35. Sunny on Sunday, high around 68 degrees, southwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Then Sunday night, mostly clear, low around 37. Repeating our forecast for this Wednesday afternoon, sunny with a high near 70 degrees, mostly clear tonight with a low around 34, and light winds today. On Thursday, sunny, high near 71, partly cloudy. Thursday night, low around 40. 5 area telephone West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
On our Twitter, you can always find complete listing of the latest headlines for Muleshoe and our area. And that is found on muleshoetv.com and right down at the bottom on the left-hand corner. And you can read more from many of our Lubbock outlets in the news media about the explosion that occurred here in Muleshoe on Wednesday morning at Minsa Corporation. The Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous and the Al-Anon family groups meet every Friday and every Monday at the First United Methodist Church here in Muleshoe at 507 West 2nd. And they are now meeting in different rooms at the church. You can enter the south door of the Methodist Church, and AA, a fellowship of both men and women who share their hope, strength, and experiences to stay sober one day at a time, will meet in the second room on the east as you enter the south door. Then Al-Anon will meet on the west side of that same hallway in the first door after you enter that south door of the First United Methodist Church. The meetings start at 7 o'clock and are open meetings. The Fine Arts Night to Shine video is being brought to you by these merchants who recognize the importance of the Fine Arts Department of the Muleshoe Schools: the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe State Bank, Barrett Potato Farms, Dale Oil Company, Hereford Feed Ingredients, Jarman Seed, K&K Pharmacy, Muleshoe Animal Clinic, and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Randall Field CPA Firm, Leal's Tortilla Factory, the Muleshoe Independent School District, and 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. The Muleshoe Ex-Students Association will meet Thursday evening at 5 at the Onita Wagner Senior Citizen Center in downtown Muleshoe at Main and Avenue D. And everyone who is a former student of the Muleshoe schools is urged to come and plan the July 4th all-school reunion. You do not have to be a graduate of MHS, just formerly attended Muleshoe schools, according to Virginia Bowers. Well, the last one and the only one to file in the special election for the Muleshoe City Council District 2, Matt Davies, as of the deadline on Monday afternoon.
Mom, also, they talk about that in the city council meeting that we're rotating here on the cable, and you can find it as well on our front page, MuleshoeTV.com. The city secretary said they would the city council would move to cancel that election since there was only one person that signed up to run for it. Also, at the first of the video, you can meet the new Muleshoe police officer, Roy Rice, our police chief. Introduces Ricardo Ruvalcaba. I think he said he was a MHS graduate of the class of 2005, and he is one of our new patrol officers here for the city of Muleshoe. You can meet him in the first couple of minutes of the Muleshoe City Council meeting. Again, find that on our front page of MuleshoeTV.com.
In our bargain basement for sale, brand new girls' clothes size 5 and ladies' clothes size 6 and 8. See at 407 East Ithaca, and you can call here in Muleshoe 806-272-3975. That's for sale, brand new girls' clothing size 5 and ladies' clothes size 6 and 8. See at 407 East Ithaca or call 806-272-3975. Well, next week is spring break in the Muleshoe schools, and they will have Cuddle Under the Stars at the Muleshoe Area Public Library on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Activities for all ages. 2-year-olds through kindergarten are to come 10:30 to 11, and first graders through 5th graders 2 to 3:30 to the Muleshoe Area Public Library, and then junior high and high school students from 4 to 6. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week during spring break in the Muleshoe schools. Also, in the Muleshoe schools, on Wednesday, the girls' golf team is at the Minsa Invitational Golf Meet, and on Thursday, the boys are going to Minsa for the golf meet. The tennis team will be on Thursday at Levelland, and there will be a track meet that Muleshoe High School girls and boys run in at Shallowater. And later next month, we will be filming highlights of the district track meet that will be held here in Muleshoe. Wednesday, The Muleshoe High School Choir is participating in the University Interscholastic League concert and sight reading contest, and good luck to them. Muleshoe High School cheerleading tryouts will be held Friday morning at 8:30 at Muleshoe High School, and the junior high cheerleading tryouts will be Thursday morning at 9:30 at the Watson Junior High School gym. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a moment, and if you like stew, you better stay tuned. We'll tell you about a SSS coming up soon.
The swing bed program is now available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. Call the Muleshoe Area Medical Center for more information on the swing bed program today, 806-272-4524. Also, Mom was mentioning that spring break program that will be at the Muleshoe Area Public Library next week. And Diane Dunnigan, the librarian, informed us that she desperately needs volunteers, adults, to help her out with the craft time in the elementary program. They need you Monday through Wednesday, 2:30 until 3:30 here at the Muleshoe Area Public Library. So go by and talk with Diane at the Muleshoe Area Public Library, and they need adult volunteers for the elementary program. Craft time during the spring break, Monday through Wednesday next week from 2:30 until 3:30.
At the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, the Baptist Men's Breakfast will be held Saturday morning at 8 o'clock in the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall, and all men are certainly welcome to come and enjoy that delicious breakfast. They also have something coming up very interesting. Their children's Bible drill will be held Sunday evening, March the 22nd, in the Fellowship Hall of the church at 6 o'clock. And everyone is invited to come and enjoy that children's Bible drill. The children have been working very hard at First Baptist Church. Donna Green announces that the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe will be delivering a Soul Stew Supper, SSS, on Saturday evening, March the 28th, starting after 5 o'clock. If you or someone you know would appreciate a good stew supper, please call Channel 6 at 806-272-3990 and leave the person's name, their address, and telephone number. This is a new ministry of the church. Disabled, senior citizens, and the lonely. That's on Saturday evening, March the 28th. A good stew meal with cornbread and a delicious cookie and a message from the little children at Rock. On your prayer list, please remember the family of Mary Ann Macmillan Miller of Mineral Wells, the sister of Margaret Adams of Muleshoe, who died on February the 26th at the age of 90. Dorothy Wire. Tom Jinks, formerly of Muleshoe, is in Covenant Medical Center, room 580 South. He's had surgery twice on his leg. Please remember Tom Jinks, formerly of Muleshoe, and his wife Jo and their family, and Larry Thornton and his wife Diane and their family, Frances Miramontes and her husband Philip and their family, Delmer Clements and his wife Pat and their family. Delmer is undergoing chemo for lymphoma. Danny Ramirez, who had surgery last Friday in Lubbock. Billy Wilton, the father of Donna J., who lives in Fort Sumner. Daryl Embry, who is doing well. Phyllis Angley, who is formerly of Muleshoe and is recuperating from 3 surgeries at Covenant Medical Center. Hannah Simmons and her family, always in our thoughts and prayers, and we're so glad to have an improving report on little Hannah. also remember Vicki Stovall Perry, formerly of Muleshoe in Canton. She's undergoing chemo for lymphoma. Her mother is Linda Stovall of Muleshoe. Johnny Atkinson of Farwell, who is our former district attorney, and his wife and their family. Johnny is in Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock. Phyllis Carry-On and Keith Berman, the family of Benny Coussat, formerly of Muleshoe, and the family of Lupe McLevine, 89 of Houston, the sister of Irma Lee Al of Muleshoe, who died recently. Well, it's just about time for us to go now on the Muletrain News. So get up there, Little Red. Come on, Karina. Hiya, Arbutus, Andale, Monkey Paw, Julia Gray, Isla, and Olay.
And this edition of the Muletrain News has been brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank. You can hear it rotating here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 and find it on our website, MuleshoeTV.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top of the page, and you can get the last 10 Muletrain News programs free of charge on demand anytime you want to listen to them. Williams General Store right here in Muleshoe. Make sure and check out and like their Facebook page, facebook.com/Williams General Store. See all the beautiful new spring fashions that are arriving daily. They have beautiful, colorful dresses, purses, and more. Perfect for the spring, beautiful weather that we're having here in Muleshoe now. New women's and kids' Nike, New Balance, colorful shoes as well. Chaco sandals and Sanuk sandals. Corky sandals as well, all at Williams General Store, 1405 West American Boulevard. Like their Facebook page, facebook.com/Williams General Store.
Tumbleweed Smith, a building full of cars and other things. Details in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 75 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas program with Tumbleweed Smith.
When Weldon Brookshire was in the Air Force, he hoped to be stationed close to home.
We didn't have a whole lot of choice then. Whenever we went to school in Wichita Falls, well, we had a choice. It said if you finish in the top 5 of your class, you'll get the choice of base you want to go. So I picked Walker and Roswell. I was living in Slayton, 175 miles away, and I was in the top 5 of my class, but the ones that was in the bottom 5 went to Roswell too because nobody wanted to go.
Weldon lives in Pecos and has a wrecker company. He has a building in downtown Pecos full of classic cars. He calls it the Memory Lane Car Museum. It has a 1927 fire truck and a 55 Chevy Nomad station wagon. Thousands of people visit his place every year.
We've had people come in here and spend a half a day. They filmed the automobiles till they wore the cameras out.
He has all sorts of things in his museum, including lots of automotive and oil company signs.
Those signs are kind of pricey. The pickers really like to come through here.
You've got milk bottles out there.
Yeah, from Banner Milk Company. When I was a kid, before school, I had to get up at 4 o'clock every morning, go deliver the milk, and get through in time to go to school. I was even too young to drive a milk truck, so another boy drove it, and I did the bottle hopping. Carried the bottles from the milk truck to the front porch and put them on the porch. You had to go in a trot nearly all the time to get through, and that was in Ballinger. And you would take the bottles down there, and if it was raining or ice or anything, if you slipped and fell, there goes the milk, the bottles and everything. Dogs back in them days, there were no laws then. They'd be limping at your heels, and you'd be trying to get milk delivered. It wasn't a fun deal. I've got some pints, some half pints, and then them little milk creamers. They used to put the cream in and serve it. I've paid as high as $50 a piece for them things. It's gone through the roof. That's probably the biggest banner collection in the country right there. I think their headquarters was Abilene. But I was living in Ballinger, about halfway between San Angelo and Abilene. We had a lot of fun back in them days, but everybody worked. I worked since I was 9 years old. And still working. I had a paper route at first.
Weldon Brookshire of Pecos. I'm Tumbleweed Smith. with the sound of Texas.
The Grief Support Group will meet on Wednesday evening, 5:30 to 7, at the Calvary Baptist Church in Muleshoe, starting on this Wednesday night and every Wednesday night at 1733 West Avenue C. This is a program that helps you deal with grief. And if you have lost a wife, a husband, a child, a family member, or a friend, you are certainly urged to attend. Crystal Albertson Reyna and her husband Charlie will be the facilitators. That's Wednesday night, 5:30 to 7:30. The support group for grief at 1733 West Avenue C, the Calvary Baptist Church of Muleshoe.
Brian Cox here in Muleshoe has a brand new Facebook page. Make sure to like them on facebook.com/Fry and Cox. You can see lots of new items like home decor pieces, picture frames, rosary bead, crosses, Circle E candles they're carrying now at Fry and Cox Incorporated here in Muleshoe at 401 South 1st Street. And make sure to like their Facebook page, facebook.com/Fry and Cox. Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones, right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen, branch office administrator Dana Rempe, or part-time BOA Kenitha Foster. The market report was recorded this Wednesday, March the 11th, 2015 at 11:50 a.m. U.S. stocks are little change from the previous session's sharp decline on Tuesday as investors continue to focus on when the Federal Reserve may adjust its rate policies. In economic news, mortgage applications declined for the week ending March the 6th, driven by a 3% drop in applications to refinance. Investors now look forward to jobs and retail sales data to be released tomorrow on Thursday. U.S. bond prices are mixed. So far this morning, the S&P 500, the best performing sector is financials. The worst performing sector is consumer staples. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 25.91 at 17,688.85. The S&P's 500 index is down 2.10 to 2,042.06, and the Nasdaq Composite Index is down 1.70 to 4,858.10. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate with 174.97 million shares traded. Advancers and decliners are evenly matched on the day. In the commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $10.99 to $1,150.86. The spot price of silver is down 32 cents to $15.36, and crude oil prices are down 59 cents to $47.70. In the bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.72%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 2.13%. Some stocks of area interest: General Electric Corporation is down 0.10 to 25.27. AT&T Incorporated is down 0.15 to 32.63. Lumber Liquidators is up 3.29 to 32.87. Ford Motor Company is down up 0.06 to 15.78, and MGM Resorts International is down 0.35 to 19.68. The market report has been brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones, member SIPC, located right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102.